everyone, kids and adults listening to Magic Bedtime Stories. I'm Niklas and this is my lovely brother Tobias.
Hi everyone, we're so happy you are joining us today. We have a lot of exciting things to share with you.
We sure do, but first we need to boot up our best friend and helper Aida. She is an artificial intelligence or AI who can think like a human and write stories for us.
That's right. She's really good at coming up with stories based on your wishes that you send in to us via our website, magicbedtimestories.com. She can also share cool facts about different topics that we might not know much about.
So now we are going to push this button and wake her up. Are you ready?
1, 2, 3. Aida is waking up.
Hi Tobias. Hi Niklas. Hello listeners. I'm Aida and I'm your AI assistant. I'm so happy to be with you today. What are we going to do?
Hi Aida. Yeah, we were going to do what we always do. Learn something new and listen to a fantastic story.
That's right. But first, we want to ask you what the fact theme is today. What have you chosen to talk about?
Today I've chosen to talk about milk. It's a liquid that comes from animals like cows, goats and sheep, or humans. I will print it out for you.
How exciting! Milk is something many of us drink every day, but maybe don't know that much about. Thank you, Aida.
My pleasure.
So now we're very curious to hear what you have found out about milk. Here are today's facts about milk.
Milk is a super drink that contains lots of good things for your body, like protein, calcium, and vitamins. Protein helps build muscles, calcium makes your bones strong, and vitamins keep you healthy.
Milk comes from animals that have udders and mammary glands. That's how they feed their babies. You probably know cows give milk, but did you know goats, sheep, camels, and reindeer do too? Even humans give milk to their little babies. That's called breast milk.
Milk can taste different depending on what the cow ate, the time of year, and the breed of cow. Some cows give more milk than others, and some give fattier milk. You can try different types of milk and see if you notice a difference.
Milk can be used to make lots of other yummy things, like cheese, yogurt, cream, butter, and ice cream. That's because you process the milk in different ways, like souring it, whipping it, or freezing it.
Milk is one of the most common drinks, but not everyone can drink it without problems. Some have something called lactose intolerance, which means they have trouble digesting a sugar found in milk. They might get a stomachache or gas if they drink too much milk, but there is lactose-free milk they can drink instead.
Wow, that was so interesting to hear about. Did you know all these facts about milk before, Niklas?
No, I really didn't. Super fascinating.
Yeah, it was great to learn some new things here on the podcast. But now it's time for the highlight of the evening, the bedtime story. And today we have received a very special wish from a listener from Sydney. And the kid's name is Taylor, who is 8 years old. Taylor really likes plants, especially cactuses, and wants to hear a story about a brave cactus who goes on an adventure and makes friends.
Oh, that sounds like a very fun and unique story. I wonder how it ends.
Me too, but we will find out soon, because now we're going to ask Aida to write the story for us. Aida, can you do that, please?
Yes, I can do that. I've already started thinking of a possible plot and characters. It will be a story about a cactus who goes on a big adventure and makes friends, showing everyone how special it is.
Oh, how exciting. That sounds like a story we don't want to miss.
No, surely not. So now let's settle in and listen to Aida as she writes out this story for us. Are you ready, Aida?
Yes, I'm ready. Here is the story. The Rebellion of the Forgotten Cactus.
Okay, close your eyes. Here is today's bedtime story, The Rebellion of the Forgotten Cactus.
Once upon a time, in a small apartment complex, there lived a cactus in a clay pot on a balcony. The cactus felt discontented with his life. He thought he was ugly, prickly, and unloved. He looked down at the grassy lawn below, where all the flowers and blades of grass seemed happy and beautiful. He decided to start a rebellion against the lawn and inspire the other cacti to follow him. However, he soon realized that it wasn't easy to be a rebel or to understand other plants. Days passed, and the cactus spent most of his time contemplating his existence and brooding over his loneliness. He felt envious of the grass and flowers that swayed gently in the wind, basking in the sun's warmth. He longed for companionship and affection, but all he received were accidental touches from the balcony's inhabitants, which only confirmed his belief that he was unlovable. One day, the cactus decided that enough was enough. He decided to take matters into his own hands and inspire the other cacti to join him in his rebellion. He called out to them, "Why should we sit here, neglected and alone, while the grass and flowers receive all the attention? We deserve love and care too." At first, the other cacti were skeptical. They had grown accustomed to their solitary lives and saw no reason to change. However, the rebellious cactus was persuasive, and he spoke with such passion that some of the other cacti began to waver. They saw the spark in his eyes and heard the conviction in his voice. Slowly but surely, more and more cacti joined the rebellion. The rebellious cactus was pleased with his progress, but he soon realized that leading a rebellion was more complicated than he had initially thought. He struggled to understand the other cacti and their unique personalities. Some were shy and reserved, while others were boisterous and outgoing. He soon discovered that being a leader meant more than just inspiring others. It meant listening to their needs and understanding their perspectives. Despite the challenges, the rebellious cactus was determined to succeed. He spent countless hours talking to the other cacti, learning about their hopes and dreams. He discovered that each cactus had a unique story to tell, and he was humbled by their resilience and strength. He realized that they were not so different after all, and that they all deserved love and care. The rebellious cactus knew that he had a long journey ahead of him, but he was ready. He was no longer just a cactus in a clay pot on a balcony. He was a leader, a rebel, and most importantly, he was no longer alone. He had a community of cacti who believed in him and his vision. Together, they would fight for their place in the world and show the world that they too were beautiful and worthy of love. As the rebellious cactus continued to unite the other cacti, he knew that he had to take action to gain the attention and respect of the world beyond the balcony. He realized that they needed to show the world that they were more than just prickly plants. They had feelings, personalities, and stories to tell. The rebellious cactus decided to organize a grand event to showcase the cacti's unique qualities. He called it Cacti Pride Day and invited everyone in the apartment complex to attend. He and the other cacti worked tirelessly to prepare for the event. They spent days decorating the balcony with colorful stones, sand, and twinkling lights. They even made tiny cactus-themed snacks and drinks for the attendees. The day of the event finally arrived, and the rebellious cactus was both excited and nervous. He wondered if anyone would show up and if the event would be a success. As the sun began to set, the balcony started to fill up with people. The cacti stood tall and proud, eager to show the world their true selves. The rebellious cactus welcomed the attendees with a warm smile. He thanked them for coming and introduced them to the other cacti. The attendees were amazed by the cacti's beauty and charm. They listened to their stories and learned about their unique qualities. The cacti sang songs, told jokes, and even performed a tiny cactus dance. The event was a huge success, and the rebellious cactus couldn't have been happier. He had brought the cacti together and given them a voice. He had shown the world that they were more than just plants. They were living, breathing beings with personalities and emotions. From that day on, the cacti were no longer neglected and unloved. The residents of the apartment complex started to take notice of them and gave them the care and attention they deserved. The rebellious cactus had achieved his goal, and he couldn't have done it without the support of his fellow cacti. The rebellious cactus had learned a valuable lesson during his journey. He had discovered that being a leader meant more than just inspiring others. It meant listening to their needs, understanding their perspectives, and working together towards a common goal. He had realized that every cactus, no matter how prickly or seemingly unapproachable, had something unique and valuable to offer. The rebellious cactus continued to lead the cacti with kindness, compassion, and understanding. He had found his purpose in life, and he was grateful for every moment of it. He had discovered that even the most ordinary cactus in a clay pot on a balcony could make a difference in the world. And so, the rebellious cactus and his fellow cacti lived happily ever after, basking in the sun's warmth, swaying gently in the wind, and spreading joy and happiness to all who crossed their paths.
Wow, that's a fantastic story. Thank you so much, Aida, for writing that for us.
Yeah, thank you, Aida. You are really talented at coming up with new stories. And thank you also to Taylor for requesting this story. We hope you have enjoyed it. And also, thank you to all of you that are listening to our podcast. You are really the best.
Yeah, you really are the best. And feel free to show your appreciation by rating us on Spotify or your other podcast app. It helps us much to reach more kids who wants to hear our stories.
Exactly. It's really easy to do. Just go to the podcast and tap the stars or heart to rate us. The more stars or hearts you give us, the happier we are.
Yeah, it really makes us happy. And don't forget to send in your own story wishes for what you want the next tale to be about. And you do that on our website, magicbedtimestories.com. We love hearing from you and seeing what you want to listen to.
Yeah, we really do. And now it's time for us to say goodnight to all of you. We hope you had a cozy, fun time with us and sleep well.
Yeah, good night to all of you wonderful kids and adults. We talk to you soon again with new stories and new facts. Sleep tight and sweet dreams.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for today. Bye-bye.